What's up guys, it's Jasmine and I'm about to do my makeup and my hair so that I can make content today. I already filmed my morning routine, so this is kind of like a continuation of that video. This video is going up maybe a couple weeks later because I already have like an order of my videos planned. Today what I plan on doing is film content for Pinterest because I also have a Pinterest account. I have three actually. I have a personal account, I have an account for my digital illustrations, and I have an account for my lifestyle, fitness, fashion content. And I'm going to be doing fashion outfits today on Pinterest, and then I'm also going to be editing my YouTube video. That being said, yeah, we got a lot going on. Okay, so I'm ready, and now what I'm about to do is get my outfits together. I want to film like basic essentials for Pinterest. I'm basically doing the black, nude, and white colorway, and I'm gonna do like a lounge, casual, and dressy theme. For reference, the tripod that I'm using, I got it from Best Buy. It's the Sunpack 5858 DLX. I got it for like $20. It's very cheap. And then I got this Canon T8i for my birthday. I used to use a T5i. This just has a few upgrades. So yeah, that's what I'm using to film this. And then I'll be rotating the tripod sideways so that I can do vertical videos since I'm filming for Pinterest. Boom, and then voila, now it's sideways. And then I like to have it to where the viewfinder comes down because it helps me when I'm filming. When the viewfinder is at the top, it's more obvious that you're looking at the viewfinder, but when the viewfinder is at the bottom, it's less obvious that you're looking at the viewfinder. So I'm just going to set this up like this, and then my film settings, dang, I guess I'll rotate the camera this way so that it's easier to see. My camera settings, I film on manual, that way I can adjust the ISO. The ISO is the light sensitivity. The lower the ISO, the sharper the image. But the key is you need a good amount of lighting so that whenever your ISO is low, you still have good lighting. Because if you lower your ISO, it lowers the light sensitivity, so the image gets darker. So that's just a quick tip. And then to kind of balance out your image, you can change the shutter speed. The slower the shutter speed, the more light gets in. Or you can go to the aperture, lower the aperture. The smaller the aperture number, the more light gets into the sensor. If you don't know anything about photography, you're probably like, what is she talking about? But yeah, I always like to adjust my ISO last. But yeah, that looks like a good amount of lighting, nice and sharp. It's hard for you guys to really see, but yeah, I like that. I have my ISO at 200, my aperture is at 4, and my shutter speed is at 1/40th. And then my lens is just the kit lens. It's a 18 to 55 millimeter lens. So yeah, now I'm going to start doing all my content.
Did I assume you didn't mean it like that? Should I assume you know exactly how you said it? You know exactly how you meant it? Should I assume it's me? Sweet disposition, bitch in position, fucking submission. Should I assume it's a weekend day? You get ass all week, up in that ass, just think about me, and it sound good. What's the difference if it sound good? What's the difference if it's still good? What's the difference if it's still good? Just not yours, exclusively used to be all good. Trade it up, I know it's all bad. I need the credit, all bad. Getting out, never saw that. I'm just doing number call back. I better not be again. Know you wish you wasn't. Know you wish I wasn't. So hard to love. Darling, you make me too hard to trust. I am free. I'm scared to love. Make it easy for me. I wanna be difficult for me. I'm scared to love. Yeah. Make you hard to trust. Why you wanna for me? I'm glad you know. Make it easy for me. Don't wanna be scared to love. Hoping you will. Hoping you would. Wish a bitch would to me. Hoping you would to me. Underneath the constellation. If it's any consolation, if it's worth the conversation, I don't do this all of the time. I just say that every time. It's worth the life, it's worth the grind, it's worth the bad karma.
Ooh, and that is a wrap for, oh, I'm looking at the wrong, oh shoot. My wig. Dang, I really hope my wig wasn't this far back while I was recording. And how long has it been like that? Because I just spent an hour filming, and if my wig was back like that the entire time, oh my gosh. Okay, so it's not that noticeable on camera, but dang, thankfully I wasn't taking pictures or that would have sucked. Wow. In my white tee. Okay, my phone died, so I'm letting that charge. But now we're gonna get to the part where I put stuff on my computer. So I ended up not doing pictures that much. Actually, I have something here. There we go. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. First of all, I have an external hard drive. I use this when I'm editing because the render files from Final Cut Pro take up a lot of space. So I'd rather the render files be on my hard drive and not on my computer. So first what I'm gonna do, let me make sure y'all can see. I don't know if y'all can see, but the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to name it Basic Essentials. And now I'm going to take my, what is this called? This memory card, and I'm going to plug that in and then just drag everything to this folder because I might be able to reuse some of the content that is on here. So we're just gonna open this up, and I'm trying to find where my Pinterest stuff begins, and we're just gonna start dragging it over to this folder. It's gonna copy that, and that way I can delete them from my memory card but not worry about not having them. It is 2:18, by the way, so it took about an hour, a little over an hour to film. So yeah, hopefully this footage is usable because I didn't realize my wig was freaking slid back until the very end. But yeah, hopefully it's usable. So this is always the first step, no matter if I'm editing for Pinterest or for YouTube. I put stuff in a folder, that way it's not a bunch of like icons scattered all over my desktop, and that way it's easier to clean up. Whenever I'm done, I could just drag it to the trash can, or I could just keep it in that folder. So I'm just waiting for all this to go. So sometimes when I'm editing on YouTube or for Final Cut Pro, I'll have external audio. So I'll put the audio, any of the pictures that I might put on the video, I put it all in that folder. So that when I'm importing, I can just go to that folder and import from there instead of looking all over the place on my desktop, if that makes sense. I think I'm going to use this song. It's It's a Travis Scott remix. I'm gonna show you how I set up my Final Cut Pro. Hopefully you guys can see this because let me angle this better. Please forgive me. I am trying my best. I'm trying my best. So I have a whole event called Pinterest. Okay, so I don't know where my footage went, but to get a new project, I right-clicked and hit New Project, and then I named the project Basic Essentials, and then make sure it's in the event that you wanted. And to edit it as a vertical video, I go to Video and hit Vertical, and then I change the resolution back to 1080 by 1920, and then I hit OK. And that's how I did my video settings. I guess since it says yup in my white tee, I'm gonna start with the outfits that I'm wearing a white shirt with. And I think I'm gonna start with, what did I do? Okay, yeah, we're gonna start with the sweatpants. We're gonna do this one. Please for the hype, please. You don't white you before you white me. My boxes of checks, not my Nikes. Cactus, not no iced tea. Got them bamboozled like a Spike Lee. Okay, so I just finished with one clip for my white t-shirt, like 3 ways to wear a white t-shirt. 3 ways to wear your white tee, I guess. That's what I'm gonna put. Boom. That's where I want the title to be. And I'm gonna come over here. This is where I make my edits for the title. Boom. 3 ways to, and make sure that your cursor is over the text so that you can see it on the timeline and on the screen. I don't know how to describe it, but here we go. Obviously you can't see that, so I'm going to first change the font to something that I like. Sometimes I go with Roboto black. I'm gonna do an outline. I don't know what color I'm gonna make the outline. Should I do pink? Like how they do on actually, I remember my colorway. I like to use a specific let me move this up so you can see. I like to use a very specific hex color because I like the neutral look. So boom, that's what it looks like on the screen. I like Sign Painter. Alright, so I think I found something that I really like. 3 ways to wear your white tee. I think I might reduce the outline just a little bit. I think 4 is good. It's hard to see because of the lighting. So let me see. That's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna go back up. When I'm ready to export, I go up here to this little share icon, export file. So this is basically the title of the project, but I'm just gonna add a white tee, and then I'm gonna go over to settings. This is what I use for my export settings. If you put yours on video and audio, not even video and audio, if it's on Apple devices, then it's gonna end up being a very big file. So put it on computer, and then video codec, I'm gonna put it on better quality. And now I'm just going to export, let it go to my desktop, and yeah, that's how I export things. Yeah, in my white tee, yeah, call the pipe, please for the hype, please. You don't white you before you white me. My boxes of checks, not my Nikes. Cactus, not no iced tea. Got them bamboozled like a Spike Lee. You need more than Google just to find me. All you wanna do is boom. And then when I want to share it, I just go up here to file, and then I go down to share, and then I go to airdrop, and then I airdrop it to my phone, and then I upload the video to the Pinterest app. So here's how I would do that. I would go over here, go to Pinterest. I don't know if y'all can see. Let me fix that real quick. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. So then I would go here. This is the profile I'm uploading to. It's the one with the handle 𝐤𝐴ZMineBharris with no vowels. So I'm gonna hit this plus sign. I'm gonna hit idea pin, and then I'm going to click on this video. And now here it is. And I hit done. Then I go to next. And I'm gonna first and foremost, this is what I'm gonna use for the thumbnail or the cover so that you can see the title of what the video is on the screen. And then I'm just going to use keywords for the title. And then for the board, I'm gonna put just kind of like my new wardrobe journey because that's what it's relevant to. And then let's do style. Figure out a good style guide. Casual chic, I guess. I really hate the tags that they have for these. Let's see. If you try fashion, let's see, women. So yeah, those are the tags I'm gonna use. I really hate trying to find tags. It's really frustrating. But now we're just gonna hit publish, and boom, there it is. Okay, so this is how I'm taking pictures from what I was wearing. I'm just gonna drag this down and hit enter. Literally, that's how I'm gonna get all my pictures. It's just by screenshotting each of these videos and like finding frames that I like. I'm gonna show you a little bit more with my editing before I go. So in the beginning of this video, I have this alarm effect on the screen. And first of all, I made this is when I was showing you how I did my pointer. I made the alarm thing in Keynote. All of these pieces move. I can go to format and ungroup, and you'll see that all of these pieces I put together. I'm gonna group that back, and then the format of the document, the background has no fill, and then I exported this as a PNG, so it had a transparent background. And then let me show you something. I'm going to go to 12.4. Oh, that's too small. So let me click on this. You see those red lines? That's where I did keyframing. So in the beginning, it swoops down, then my hand kind of swipes it off the screen. I did that with keyframing. What you basically do is you click on whatever you're keyframing, and then you hit this for the transform tool, and then in position you hit these little diamonds. This is a crash course, so it's probably not gonna make sense, but you hit this diamond and you drag the cursor. So like if I want the movement to happen from here to here, I'm gonna start here, click, what the heck? Start here, click a diamond, and then I'm gonna drag here, click, and then drag the drag the element to where I want it, and then click again. I don't want to mess this up because I just don't, I'm too lazy. But that's essentially the worst crash course ever on how to keyframe. So, and what I ended up with is this right here. Boom. I said it took 30 minutes to edit this. I lied. It took an hour. I didn't even realize it took an hour, but it took an hour because this game started at like 7:45 and it's like 8:45 now. So yeah, it took me an hour to edit a 3-minute video, but that's because I had so much footage to go through and cut down. But yeah, that goes to show you that it just takes a long time. It could be, just because a video ends up being really short doesn't mean that it took a short amount of time to edit it, if that makes sense. So yeah,